Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, should be hopefully the first of many painting videos this week. So I'm going to start with, I've got Gorfags Ogres, I do believe these are. This is the standard and musician left. Now I do have Chaos Ogres already painted up for fantasy, but these two are the last ones left, and as you can see I've done some bleach bone on the skulls and stuff. They've got a little bit of silver on them by the looks of it, yeah, and some bronze flesh on the skin. So these are on my painting station. So the idea is to get these done and finished off the painting station, because I want to do a 24-hour painting challenge, but I can't do that until I've cleared the painting table of the stuff that's here. Quick rundown. There are 8 Chaos Knights, a couple of heroes, 20 Nurgle Warriors with great weapons, 10-man tactical squad, Space Marine Dreadnought, Space Marine Rhino, 3 Jump Pack Marines, Captain Terminator armor, Librarian Terminator armor, 2 Cyclone Missile Launcher Terminators, 1 Thunderhammer Terminator, and there's another 10-man tactical squad that still needs to be put together and undercoded. So there's a lot here to do. So I'm going to crack on with this. I'll see you in a second. So I've set up some colours on the wet palette. Let me just tell you what colours they are. I have Scar White layer paint. I have Baneblade Brown layer paint. I have Death Guard Green, it's a base colour. I have Rhinox Hide for leather and stuff, which is a base colour. And I have Pharisien Grey. You're not going to be a wasp. Yeah, Pharisien Grey. Pronouncing that right? Where are we? Fenrisian Grey, yeah, Fenrisian Grey. Okay, which is a airbrush paint version of it. So now on the sidelines I do have some Guthka Brown layer paint in case I want to give a little bit of a dry brush here and there on different bits of leather, and I have some Ironbreaker layer paint to do some steel work if I want to give it a bit of a layer paint. So what I'm going to do is start with this bad boy. Let's go Rhinox Hide. Let's get all the leather bits done first. Now some of these, not just these models, but I've got other models on the table there that really need sorting out. Just finishing up and getting out of the way. So I want to get that painting challenge, do that painting challenge before my holiday finishes. But it's just, there's no point, I've got no space to put Necrons together until that lot's done. So leather all painted up. I think that's all the leather straps on his wrist. one done. To this guy now. I mean, I may not even use a Death Guard Green. I never use enough white. You know what? Let me just give it a go. And there's one thing, like, I've never used that Death Guard Green, but if I use it in a little area on this model, yeah, and it turns out I actually like it, by using it on something little area and subtle area, you can actually then see if you like the colour and say, actually, that would look good if I did it on here or did it on there, or, you know, and you learn yourself then which way, what colours you like and which colours you don't like. I mean, I don't go, oh, this colour has to go with this colour. I don't. I just paint it like two colours that I look at and go, okay, I don't want to put them two together. How can I make that work? I'm just going to do his staff this colour as well. His standard. Why am I doing that? Because there's a nice ridge detail on this. So when I get a this dark brown on there, I can then really dry brush it up. So I'm cutting on this strap. Of course, he's got low trousers on. Why did I not see that? There's one other thing I love about when you're painting models, because you'll look at it and it'll just be messy. But what the hell? Where do I start? As soon as you start putting one colour on, the whole thing starts popping. Like, you can see that, yeah. You can see his face. It's not that great. You know, can't really make out what it is. As soon as I start defining that and putting washes and stuff on it and dry brushing it, it will pop out really well. I'm just going to give that a moment to dry. I'll be back to you in a second, guys. Sorry, the camera. So now I'm going to go with the fur on this one's back. I go with the Dark Angels, not Dark Angels, the Death Guard Green. So really try and I want a dirty, like, dark colour on there. Sorry, let me just shove this other guy out the way here a little bit. There are a few comments about, you know, best way to try and keep it in focus is keep the model still and make sure there's nothing else in the background, no models in the background for it to try to zoom in on. And the camera shouldn't focus on them, should focus on the model you're painting. This is a horrible paint, actually, this green. Not a horrible way painting in the sense that, oh no, I'm never going to use it. Just a horrible paint in the sense that you paint it on and it looks like it's all like horrible, muddy and murky, and it's not. It's actually, it reminds me of a texture paint actually, but it's not a texture paint, it's a normal paint. Well, maybe it's just the way that it's just been sitting there for so long and never been used. I don't know. As is the way with us, we always end up having stuff that just sits there for time and time and time and never gets used. And then when you do use it, you go, oh, why didn't I use this colour before? It's an amazing colour. Now, so with this, I'll show you this in a second. Don't know if you can make out on the top here. Yeah, I haven't fully done. I painted it with the Death Guard green, but I haven't fully gone into every little nook and cranny. So I wanted some bits of black to come through from underneath. Let's see what you guys got on them. The same. Let's go for the same on him. Make them at least look uniform, sort of. Okay, so we might be able to see it better on him actually. You see there's a few bits of black that are coming through the top there. That is because to let that when I start dry brushing it, you'll see why, because it'll just sort of pop through and there'll be so many different mixture of colours. Now if you look at, let's say, a ginger cat, he's not pure ginger. He has different colours all over him, but it's just the majority of his fur is that colour. Right, so now we're going to go with some of this grey for the rope. Now when you're doing ropes and stuff, or circular things like that, you want to just try and do it like I'd say like a dry brush, but it's not like a dry brush. If you see, if I actually put it on camera, See how I'm doing it? I'm just doing it gently, gently, gently. Loads of little lines from side to side. Okay. What this does, it picks it up, but it also keeps it like circular. Now I could just do it this way. Okay. Not going to get the same effect, as you can see. I don't know if you can see there. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but it's really, I find this, especially when you're doing like stationary jump packs and stuff, it gives you that, because it's metallic. Like, not the model's not metallic, but the jump pack that you're painting is circular, and it's meant to be like a metal. Okay, so you want to, there's not meant to be much flexibility to it. So if you do it that way, the way that I'm showing you here, just, you know, sort of dry brushing it from side to side, it will actually keep it on the, make it look like it's a circular. And I'm waffling on, sorry guys. Going to paint his hair the same colour. The hair's going to be dry brush anyway. That's his bit done. Do you have any ropes on you? No, you do not. Right. Now, you see when I was saying to you, when it's circular, try and paint a circular motion, like dry brush it around to give it a circular feel. The only different thing to do with that technique is, see this staff, he's standard, about the web, he's standard, is actually wood, and it's really ingrained wood. So what I done was the Rhinox hide into the wood grain itself. So when I dry brush it, it's going to really make it pop really well, and you'll see that in a second. Now, there was a few colours I missed. Excuse me. I need to get some beaten copper, which I'm going to take straight from the lid, because this guy has a few nice little pieces on him that I want to really pop off and make different. His helmet, for example, I want it to be like a really horrible. Some of you say beaten copper. Well, I've never seen that. This is an old paint. I'm sure GW will do something, or Army Painter, or, you know, Vallejo, or someone will do something very similar. Button with his staff. with this being copper though, when you put it on, it goes on really like orangey. But the less of it's on there, it starts looking really metallic. I'm just going to slice sorted out. I've got the light wrong way around. Is that better? It looks better to me. It's difficult for me to see the camera properly. It's easier when I watch it on playback. But the problem with watching it on playback, by the time I'm watching it back, it's already done. So if it's not that great, I can't. It's too late for me to do anything. Actually, I'm going to give that a chain. Right, now we're on to my favourite part, which is dry brushing and washing. So this is the part that makes everything just go pop. First thing I do, actually, is get this bone finished off. So there's Screaming Skull on there at the moment. Now I'm going to get some white. And then it's a white layer paint now, so it comes on nice and bright and dulls itself down. Because it's a white layer paint, I'll have to probably go back over again in a little minute just to give it a bit more brightness here and there and things. Look at these eyes. This particular model is a bit difficult to get the finger involved to line it up, but I seem to have done it. Go just a little bit more. This guy's eyes. This guy's had a bit of a pain in the ass to get his eyes done. One thing I do love about these layer paints, I went over it the first time, okay, picked out quite a nice few bits, and then go over it the second time, and you're actually picking up different bits and really highlighting it even more. I think making the layer paints was one of the best things that GW have done in their paint range. If anyone agrees or disagrees, chuck a comment below and let me know, guys. But I absolutely love these layer paints. Right, these tutus need doing. I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute and I'll be back to you in a second, guys. Right, so what I'm going to do is get some Screaming Skull, okay, on my finger, and I'm going to touch up the leather. So I'll just go around the edges to try and just, you know, give it a nice little weathered look. Put it along his wristbands. I know I said my favourite, dry brushing and washing. This isn't really dry brushing, but this is, you know, not too difficult. So I'm going to go off camera and do the same to this dude now. Actually, no, this dude hasn't got very much. Let's get done now. I just don't want it to press to an hour video or nothing. I'm just trying to avoid that. What time am I on now? 29 minutes. It's not too bad. I'm going to leave that dry for a minute and come back and go over it if I have to, like if it's a little bit weird here and there. Yep. And the whole looks good. Let's see the same, guys. Right, now we're dry. Now we're washing down. So I've got some Aphosian camo shade, and I'm going to wash his skin down with it first. It's a nice little. I want to get rid of that bronze flesh look, but I still want it to stay, but just not as bright and horrible as it was. Especially on the face. The face looks weird. At least now he's starting to look like an ogre. So I'll focus a little bit here. So I'm carried away with what I'm doing. Got skin done. And they use some of the posing camera should wash over some of the silver just to darken it down a little bit more so it's not like nice shiny. But these are ogres, they're not going to look after their stuff. Now I'm going to go on to, I'm using some moot green. Now I didn't have the normal paint when I was in there, so I've got the airbrush version. This is for dry brushing now, so I'm going to work some on the trusty old finger palette. Dry brushing this against this Death Guard. The initial look at that, it looks amazing. Two colours really contrast each other nice. Straight into the other boy. I absolutely love that. I think that's absolutely fantastic. But we're not finished with that yet. Still another not wash, but layer paint to chuck over there. It's got a couple of colours, will probably. Right, let's go with back to this bad boy. No, actually, it needs to wait for that to dry for a minute. So I'll come back to you in a second, guys. Right, I've got some Gothica brown, and what I'm going to do, if I put it on camera, is you just go around the edge here, just dab it in here and there. So, or I'll see the little lumps coming up, just dab it in. This is just to take the brightness away of the green. Then what I do is I'm going to do a gentle dry brush along his muscles. Now, the arms on him are still a little bit wet. That's what I want. So I just define his muscles out a little bit. Get his face as well. So that is just his nose and forehead. Down across his little chin. Underneath his lips. Cheekbone the other side. I'll do the same when this goes back to you in a second, guys. Right, sorry guys, all I've done is I've done some Bane Blade Brown on the standard wood, and then I gave it a gentle dry brush of white on the furs. Okay, so I've waffled on far too much. I've done that off camera. I'm going to show you some pretty pictures now, guys. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I do apologise if we're hitting 45 odd minutes. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time. Pretty pictures coming afterwards, but I'll see you next time, guys. There we are, guys. You see the stand that looks amazing, doesn't it? Just try and get in so you can see that the wood grain. Turn him around so you can see the back of him. There's the fur. Still different colours on it. When you look at it, it comes through. Position. Okay, so see you next time, guys.